Good morning, boys and girls. It's time for the Cap Guy show. Starring the Cap Guy. That's always going to be him. I never get to be Cap Guy. And me, JT, and we're in Oklahoma. And we're going to get into what we sold, and we're also going to have a discussion on caps and how to find them, what's valuable, what's not. And first, but I got to tell my jokes. Hey, Cap Guy. Yeah, JT. What's the best way to contact a fish? I don't know. What's the best way to contact a fish? Drop them a line, silly. Drop them a line. Well, you better have bait on it. Yeah, of course that's true. Hey, why did the physics teacher not get along with the biology teacher? I don't know. Why did the physics teacher not get along with the biology teacher? There was no chemistry. I hope you guys enjoyed that. They did. I know they did. They always love my jokes. Yeah, I'm sure they do. All right, well, let's get on with the show. Morning, folks. Stormy night last night. It's supposed to be stormy today, but that's Oklahoma. He's right. We are going to have a discussion today on, obviously, what sold, and then we're going to go into... I had somebody ask me how I comp hats and what I'm looking for, so I'm going to show you what to look for on the internet, and then I'm going to show you a few that I have just handy that I think are more valuable than others. Obviously, any cap that you find or hat is going to be valuable to somebody. It's just how much are you going to get for it, and then the real key is how much did you pay for it. When you're getting hats like I do at the bins for 18 cents a pop, even like one that I sold today, and for not very much because it had some issues, it's still profit. But typically, I want to make at least $8.50 to, whatever I can get. I think the most I've sold a ball cap for was about $50, and it had issues, but it was vintage. And there's some that go for hundreds of dollars, and I'll show you some of those here shortly. So first, we'll get into what I sold. And I had 10 sales, and then I'll discuss them as I go, as I always do. First one I bought last summer. I bought a ton of stuff from this guy for $100. It included a bunch of semi-in-good shape Archie, Jughead, Riverdale High comics from the 70s. Of course, I was a kid during that time. I think I was in about 6th grade when the Archie show was out, and this is just a 29 book lot. Again, some are in better shape than others. Betty and Veronica, Laugh, and the Jughead series. And again, you can see they're from the 70s. They were like 35 cents a quarter, 15 cents back when you could, of course, money was about the same. So I sold these for $12.50. I figured I had probably maybe $5 in them. I think I paid $20 for all of them, and I still got other stacks of these. And I'd really trying to get rid of them. So medium mail shipping. So I'm going to make maybe $5 or $6 on this. Nothing big, and I won't be picking them up again. The next item that I sold was in a lot of phones that I bought back in the end of January in an estate sale where I picked up a bunch of Harley stuff and vintage Marlboro stuff and cameras and phones. And they had chargers with them, and some of them even have the SIM card still in them, but they're old, and I checked to make sure they powered on. Obviously, I didn't try to connect anything, but I've been selling them piecemeal, and then I've lotted some up. This is an LG CU720 phone. I paid about 50 cents for it. It's what it comped out to. I sold it for $24.50 with free shipping. Cost me $4, so I made $16.60 on that. And I spent $100 that day on everything, so I'm well into the profit a long time ago. This has got an interesting story. I like to pick up power adapters and stereo remotes and things like that, cables for computers and video games and stuff, because you just never know when you're going to need them with something you sell or when you're going to need it personally. And these I bought at the bins back, I think January or first part of February. I just started grabbing a bunch of them. And they've been sitting in my death pile, and yesterday morning I decided to go through them because I know some of them have, a few dollars value. And again, at a quarter a piece is about what it comps out to. by weight. You figure, well, we'll just get them listed. I didn't have this one. This is an Alesis Model 41C7 AC adapter. Again, I probably had 25 cents into it. I took the pictures. I was working on other ones. And within 5 minutes of listing it, it sold for $19.95 plus shipping on top. I made $17.50 off this adapter. I'm not even sure what it goes to, but I got it. So the next item is the God Biter. God Biter. Mess with the bull, you get the horn. You know what I'm saying here? Well, paid $1.25 for this. Sold it for $16.30 with medium L shipping. It went first class because that's what I do. And actually saved 2 cents doing it, so I can't be a hero on this one. $12.35 was the profit. The next is a Minolta. Again, this is a lot of cameras I bought. So I paid probably 60 cents for this. It's a Minolta Family Zoom camera, untested. I'm sure it probably works, but it did say untested in my listing because I just don't have any way to test it. Sold it for $17.91 with free shipping. I made $9.50. This is a LeBron James Swingman series jersey. It's a medium to large. It's a 44, which sometimes equates to small, medium, sometimes to large. The measurements on it were 23 inches armpit to armpit, so it's probably more of a large than a medium. I did get a question on it before the guy purchased it. I bought this off Facebook Marketplace last fall, and I met somebody, and I paid $20 for it. It was comping pretty high, and I put it on eBay, and it got taken down because I guess I used some kind of keyword in the listing that was banned. Maybe it was the swingman. I don't know. But whatever it was, I took it down. I was going through my jerseys the other day, and I saw it. I relisted it just as a Los Angeles Laker LeBron James jersey. I didn't use any other keywords. I sold it within a few days for $42. It is going to Canada. $4.75 shipping, and I made $17.15 on this. The next is a Nike hat. It's a bin find. This one had issues, or it'd be worth a lot more money because of the logo on it. It's a vintage logo. It does have some little white spots in here, almost like there was wax on it or something. I sold it for $5.61 with 18 cents invested, so I didn't make but $5.70 on the hat. But again, if that had been a really nice shape hat, that probably would have garnered $20, $25. The next is a game, and it's new in the box. It's open box because it is open, but inside it's the packages are sealed. It's 100 games. It's Ambassador Classic games. And I'll just run through the pictures. There you go. They're all still sealed in their plastic containers. I paid 75 cents for this at a yard sale or estate sale. Sold it for $14.90 plus shipping, and I made $11.75. The next one's a good find. I found this at the Goodwill south of me that opened about a week after it opened. I don't normally look at a lot of golf clubs, but I have been here lately. This is a Ben Hogan by Bettinardi, Baby Ben, and it's a putter, 34-inch, and I'm going through the pictures here for you. See, not all my pictures are bad. And, well, there we go. I got the blinds in them. But it's in really good shape for a vintage putter. I paid $3.43 for it. I comped it while I was in Goodwill and saw the value. I sold this for $45.95 plus shipping. I made $37.30, and this will be going to the global shipping program because it's going to the first time I've ever shipped there, Taiwan. And it went in a tube, a party tube. And the last thing I sold is another one of these adapters that I bought or listed yesterday from the bins. Again, 25 cents invested. It's an H Pro Again, I don't know what it goes to. It's Harmon Group, model PS0913B-120. Again, I paid 25 cents for it. I sold this one for $19.30 with free shipping, and I made $12.10. So on the day, I'm going back to eBay. 10 sales, $32.18 in cost of goods, $218.92 in total sales, and $145.90 in profit. And again, I'll take it. Now, I promised that I was going to show something, and I am. As far as ball caps go, obviously there's money in ball caps. I'm the cap guy. I didn't really get into caps till the K product thing kind of became big. I've always picked up stuff like Titleist and sports teams that I follow, things like that, but more for personal use than selling. I think I've sold a few but when K products got hot and I started seeing the prices of those, and I'm going to go to that. So what you want to do when you're searching, and I don't mean to jump off that topic, but I got into it because I saw the value in it's what I'm trying to say. Trucker hats in general, the snapbacks, which are the plastic snaps in the back, especially with mesh. And if they had the 3 stripes, I'll see if I can find one here. If they had the 3 stripes on the side, they're even more valuable. I'm running through these. And a lot of these hats that you're going to find in the K product are Louisville manufacturing, which are the top 2 that are vintage that are selling. You'll also come across stuff like Nissan and Yahung and some of the others, and they're vintage, but they're not worth as much as these. Most of these are going to be ag, John Deere, tractor supply companies, DeKalb, farm bureaus. I don't see any here with the stripes, but I'll find them when I go to the solds. But I want to show you in the sold listings what some of these hats go for. I have seen Kodiak tobacco hats go for $300. So Mack Trucks is another popular one. Any trucking, although that one only went for $20 right here. And you can see the prices on some of these. Here's a Steel, which is a chainsaw company, $162. Now this was on an auction, and some of these are run on auctions to try to get the most out of the bang for their buck. Here's another one, Ford, $102.51. Goodyear's another one. It garners several $100s, and I'm gonna change the. And some of these will come up as lots, but I'm gonna go $100 to say $500 range. And let's see what we get. Again, ag. Here's some in the 150. That's another Ford hat. Here's a Lubbock Cotton Growers, 153. American, I'm not even sure what that one is. It's got to be some manufacturing company. I have sold some of these DeKalb hats that I found at Goodwill brand new, but I got like $40 and $35 a piece for them, and I paid $232 a piece, so I'm all about the profit. Here's somebody that sold 30 of them for $379. And then here's again 119. That's a Unical. That's a gas station. Here's Skull, and again the Kodiak that I saw was $300. Here's a $200 hat, and it's just a Yellowstone Park one, but it's K products. Anything with K products on the tag. Let me see if I'll show you what the tag looks like in the listing. Hopefully they got more than one picture in it. And a lot of these are going to have the foam in them, and they're deteriorated, and that's just part of it. Let's see. Hopefully this guy showed his K product logo. Yeah, here we go. Okay, so here you go. Here's K products right there. That's what you're looking for. In the back of the snap on the inside, K products, or the Louisville is going to be over here in the corner. And a lot of those are going to be Caterpillar, things like that. But those are highly valuable, and they're harder to find. I haven't found but one Louisville manufacturing, and I still actually have it, and I believe it's on a Caterpillar. But the hat is it's got the gold bling on the bill, kind of like scrambled eggs in the military, high-ranking officers have the yellow leaves on their bills of their caps, and we call that scrambled eggs in the military. But anyway, that's what you're looking for on the K products. Now, that's not to say that other hats aren't valuable, because they are. Your Titleist, especially your Nike running hats, that are kind of odd looking. They don't look like a typical ball cap, but they've got the. I've sold them before. Let me see if I can find one real quick. But you're definitely wanting to look, just to stay on this real quick before I move on. K Products, Louisville manufacturing, and just about anything, but especially ag, tobacco, trucking, obviously Ford and other manufacturers. You're going to make some money if you come across these. And those, you want to pay up, even if you have to pay $5 or $10 for one of these hats, because they're worth it, as you can see. So that's what and how I comp them is, obviously I'm going to sold comps on eBay, and that's how I comp my hats. Typically on New Era sports team hats, you're going to get those brand new for $20 to $35 at Lids or any of those other places you buy ball caps. Their value is like an automobile. As soon as you take it out of the place, it drops in value drastically. Most of the time, you're not going to sell those for more than $15 unless they're a different logo or the team's changed their logos, or it's a rare hat. Maybe something where the team isn't in that city anymore. Those may garner some more money. As far as just general manufacturing company hats, one of the ones I sold, it wasn't a K product, but it was a Tulsa engineering company hat, and the foam had just totally deteriorated. And I sold it for $50, and I had a couple of people in a bidding war. So again, it goes back to everything that's on eBay that's vintage. It's memories, and maybe somewhere they worked. It's a military hat that they can't find anymore, because, a ship or something that's wool that you just don't see often. Those kind of things are going to garner money. So you want to look at vintage, and even if they're not in great shape, people still buy them. I mean, the one I sold that was $50, the foam was just falling out of it, and he still wanted it. So one man's junk's another man's treasure is the old saying, and it's true. Hats, any of the fedoras, Stetsons, vintage cowboy hats, those are going to be definitely something worth picking up. I've sold a bunch of them that I found at the bins for basically about a quarter, and I've sold for $30 and $40 and $50. So again, you're looking for those. Again, you want those in pretty good shape, because a lot of times people are going to wear them. The ascots are berets. People want those. I just sold a Fender guitar one that wasn't in great shape. Again, the money's not going to be as good if they're not in great shape, but again, it takes that right person to buy that hat. And the ones that are going to sell consistently are your Titleist, your Nikes, your concert hats, and I've got one here that's listed right now that I found, and it's a Hotel California, the Eagles, probably from one of their concerts, and I don't know if it's a current one or an old one. I don't think it's a vintage hat. It's an adjustable. So Ralph Lauren polos, you're going to be looking for anything like this. It could have USA on it. It could have and polo on the back, but you're looking for that leather strap. That leather strap adds value, and if the hat's in good shape, that's easily a $30 hat. So you definitely are looking for Ralph Lauren. Titleist, this is more the running style that I was talking about. It's kind of this material, not your typically cotton hat, but this is a golf hat, and it's got a drilling company on the side. I haven't even listed this one yet. And again, I don't know if it'd be valuable to anybody but the person or the people that work for that company, probably at a tournament giveaway. But this is the kind of material that you're looking for in those running hats that Nike has. They're lightweight, and people use them to jog in. Obviously, these kind of hats here, these Tilly hats, and they can be used for golf. This is actually Foxfire. It's a golf course. But they're outdoor hiking hats, and they got the mesh in them so you can, your head can breathe. Again, all those kind of hats are valuable. I'm going to see if I can pull up the Nike. The Nike running caps are pretty valuable. See here's one right here. $125. Here's another one. $129. $150. I mean, these are desirable, very desirable. And these are obviously here's a Jordan that sold for $140. You want, when you're looking for this stuff, whether you're using your phone or the computer, you want to go to the sold comps, obviously, and then you want to put in your dollar amounts and look for the higher end. That's how you learn what's really valuable. Again, I pick up a lot of hats because they're 18 cents at the bins. At Goodwill, I pay at $2.32 for them. And typically, I don't want to pay more than that unless I know it's worth a lot of money. But there are all kinds of hats that are worth money. Again, I know the K products in the Louisville pretty good because I've been doing a lot of research and finding them. I've got a bunch of K products that aren't real valuable. I do have one that I saw comped last night when I was doing the research for this. And actually, I need to go to my listings. And when I was doing the research, I saw one that sold for $250, and I had it for a lot less. So needless to say, I adjusted that one. So I don't know if it'll sell or not, but it's an identical hat. So it's just taking that right buyer that's going to get that hat. And I'll show you the actual K products that I have listed. As soon as here we go. K products. Well, okay, yeah. Here's the K products that I currently have listed. And I have one Louisville. Again, I said I haven't sold it because, again, I'm asking a little bit more than probably... oh, that's not K products. I realized it when I saw the Sand Sun. That's another brand that's old. Okay, here we go. Looks like I have 12 K product hats listed right now. This one's a Pennzoil, brand new. Even comes with a float and some nail clippers. It's kind of funny. I guess that was a giveaway. There's a Goodyear, and I'm asking $250 for it, and I saw one just sold for $250, so that's why. And these are all K products. Case International, because that's agriculture tractors. A.O. Smith, I'm not sure who that is. It's a company. This is a nice one. This is a Red Man chewing tobacco, and I've got it for $28. To me, that hat's probably more valuable than that. I'd hate to actually lose that for $28, but there's a bunch of them, so that's why it's not garnering as much. Ball Seed, again, agriculture. There's a pipeline, Boyd Pipeline, 1984. I'm really surprised that hasn't sold. John Deere with the signature. It's not worth a whole lot. Bud Light K products. Alcar DEC International Packers in Wisconsin. Red Baron Pizza, that's not worth a whole lot, but it is K products. And then United Rentals, which is a machinery construction rental company. And I hope I helped you. Again, look for hats. Like I said, sports hats. If it's your team or it's something different, grab it. Otherwise, if you want to get $10 a hat, and you can pay little down, and you're okay with paying $1 or less, grab them. But if you're looking for vintage and you want to make some serious money, look for the K products and the Louisville manufacturing, and then obviously the Nike running hats and things like that, the vintage Ralph Lauren polos. Those are the ones I really look for, and I find a lot of Ralph Lauren with the leather straps at the bins. So obviously I grab those. And vintage Pro Line in the sports, and the Logo 7 Athletics in the sports teams, the NFL teams and college teams. Those are pretty valuable too. So I hope I helped. If I have, please comment below, like, subscribe, hit that notification button, and we will talk to you again tomorrow. Cap Guy out.